Well, good morning, Tim family. Like I said, Pastor Denise can't make it to the call, but this is Nikisha Bond welcoming you to the Team Effort Network Lifestyle Call. Oh my goodness, you guys, we have a great call in store for you today. But after that jumpstart call, I don't know how you can pass that up. We had so many amazing, phenomenal testimonies.
This conference is being recorded.
I was so excited to hear all the lives that are being changed just by people like you going out there and sharing these phenomenal sprays with people. But you know what? I'm going to move myself out of the way and bring out the man of the hour. Mr. Pastor Dale Wafer is one of my mentors. He's a great man of God. And let me tell you, he's one of the hardest working men in Teen Effort Network right now because he has a goal, ladies and gentlemen. He has a vision of helping to change many, many thousands of people's lives. And it's such an inspiration to me, and it's such a pleasure to get to introduce him. Pastor Dale, have you made it to the line?
I'm here. Welcome, Coach Nikisha. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Pastor Dale?
Good. Well, I hope you had a great Independence weekend. The nation's capital is always bustling with new people and visitors from all over. So we had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people here on the mall looking at the fireworks and having a good time. So we had a chance to connect and talk to a lot of people this weekend.
That's awesome.
But, it's all about, in the spirit of independence, looking at this as an opportunity with Ken to get your independence, get your financial independence or get your independence from sickness and disease. This is the opportunity that we have with Ken and with Mel and Amy has so wonderfully given us with this brand and with this company. So we're really excited about what's going on, and we're looking forward to all the new testimonies that we're going to hear this week. I tell you, there's some amazing stories that's coming out there. We're going to hear from some people this week who really have not told their story, their testimony. They've just kind of been holding back, but they cannot hold back any longer. The product is working so well in their bodies that they just decide, I just got to tell somebody. I just can't keep this to myself anymore. So we're looking forward to having some great testimonies this week. As you said, Pastor D is out. She is not able to make the call today, but I think she may be listening in. But I tell you, before we get to letting the coach loose, it's really good to know that we can have the confidence in the product that we have, that we know that when we give somebody a 10 product, because of the high levels of ingredients in that product, because of the success stories we've heard about that product, we know that people are going to feel better, okay? As we say always, we can't claim that we're curing anybody or we're treating anybody, but what we do know is stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. All day long, when people hear your story, they want to know more about our product. And so I'm going to encourage you that, you may not need to know the whole presentation. You may not need to know all of the ingredients. You may not know all of those things right now, but what you do know is what has happened to you, what the product has done for you. And that's what you should be sharing your story about your wonderful product. And let me tell you, as we talked this weekend to a lot of people, it all started based upon just asking the question, have you had your vitamin D level checked? Do you know what your vitamin D level is? Do you know that most people in America have inflammation, and inflammation is the fuel that causes most disease? When you just start talking to people and segue into this product and segue into what this product can do, it opens up the door of opportunity for you to talk to more and more people. So we're really excited about that. And so what do you have for us this week, today here, Coach Nikisha?
Well, today I want to talk about exactly what you're talking about, kind of on that lines, is just about teamwork. So we did this training a little while ago, but I think it always bears repeating because I love the name Team Effort Network because that's really what this is. And I know when you were out there, Pastor Dale, you probably weren't going it alone. You were probably doing it with the team. So just some quotes, because I never get to do the quotes because Anita Poole and Kevin Vaughn do such an amazing job. But I saw some that just really struck me. It's literally true that you can succeed the best and the quickest by helping others succeed, Napoleon Hill. And then I saw this quote that I don't know who it's by, but it just really struck me. Individually, we are one drop, but together we are an ocean. And this wave of spray vitamins and nutrition is really coming coming across shore, and it is just wiping out the marketplace. Because I think what people have to understand is people are tired of sick care. I can just say from my own experience, I don't go to the hospital very often. I was relatively healthy when we started these sprays. Of course, you don't really know how healthy it is until you start putting really good stuff into your body. But I remember one time I had a pain in my lung, and I went into I couldn't breathe. I couldn't expand my lungs. I went to the hospital. They did all these CAT scans and all these things, and they walked away with, "We don't know what's wrong with you, but here, take this medication." I was just like, that's so odd. I mean, we always think that when we go to the doctors that someone is going to help us, tell us what's wrong with us so that we can get better. But really, they're just treating the symptoms, and they're never getting to the root cause, which is why these sprays are so important. But, when you join this business, the great thing about it is that you're in business for yourself, but you're never going to be you by yourself. And I love it on the Jumpstart call what Mel says, and he always ends with this, and it just really strikes a chord with me. You found a home with Team Effort Network because it truly, truly is a team. We've built a huge leadership team, just such strong leaders who are just so willing to help. I mean, they're on the calls with people that they don't know. They're on call. They never ask, who's in your downline and does this benefit me? No one ever asked that question. I have no idea who belongs to who and on what team, but all the leaders are always willing to help out. And so I just wanted to talk about some things that we can do that just kind of emphasize that teamwork makes the dream work. And you don't have to go at this alone. So if you're on the call right now, and maybe your sponsor has quit, or you're on the call right now, maybe your sponsor isn't active, or you're on the call right now, maybe your sponsor is active, but they're not talking to you because of whatever reason. You never have to go it alone, and that's why events are so important, because it gives you an opportunity to connect with people outside of your usual circle so that whatever you need help with, there's going to be someone out there to help with you. So if you don't have a sponsor, maybe this doesn't apply to you, but if you need help in this mastermind meeting, this is that first meeting that you have when you first get joined up. A lot of people are coming into this business because they've tried the product and the product works for them. And then they say, well, of course it makes sense that I should be getting paid off of products that work because I have to tell my friends and family about this, so, might as well get paid. So once you come in, that makes you a sponsor. And you want to make sure that you're meeting with your new partners. So one of the things that I always do that I recommend with people is review the welcome letter. If you guys don't have a welcome letter with the 10 steps of success, make sure you go out to the Facebook pages, which is the 10 Prosperity Team, or you can go to Tenacious Generation. There's also a new one out there, but I don't think it's on there. But those are the two that I know that file is on there. Otherwise, you can email me at nikishavaughn@yahoo.com, and I'll be more than happy to send it over to you. So you just want to review that welcome letter. That just lets people know how they can get in touch with you, how they can connect with you. And then that's also a good opportunity to talk about how they can connect with other people on the team. So in case you're busy as the sponsor, they have someone else that they can reach out to you. That's very important. You want to create and review the 30, 60, and 90-day goals. One of the things about this business that's great is that you can make as much money as you are willing to work for, right? That's the key, as much as you're willing to work for. But we always have to meet people where they're at. There's some people who come into this business and they want to make $1 million. They want to max out the compensation plan. Great. We should give them a realistic expectation about what that's going to look like. And then there's also people who come into the business who want to make just a couple extra $100 every single month on their residual their residual check. And that's great too. So you want to make sure you understand a little bit about where your partner wants to be so that when you guys are getting your plan together, you guys can be on the same page. Another thing is determine your reason why. A lot of people come into this business to get paid, but it's really not just to make money. That money means something to people. And you want to really get down to the root cause, because there's going to be a time where someone doesn't want to do this business anymore. And you want to make sure that you can come back to them and say, hey, but I thought that this is what you wanted to do. And just kind of re-emphasize why they joined this business in the first place. For financial freedom, for extra time, for vacation, for extra money, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you can go back and re-emphasize that why. Review their prospect list, review the memory jogger. A lot of times people come into this business, they have a couple of names that they're thinking of. They call those people, and those people are not at the right time in their life where they can see the vision. And then they get discouraged and they quit. And that's so unfortunate, because then they come back and they think network marketing doesn't work. But that's not true. It's not that network marketing doesn't work. It's just that you didn't work network marketing. And so you want to make sure that you get that memory jogger out, and that's also included in the welcome package, and just start listing out everybody you know, because you've heard the testimonies. I mean, if you were on the Jumpstart call, I know Terry recorded it. Oh, my goodness. There were so many testimonies. I couldn't even write them down. I was running out of room. I was just blown away of how many people's lives have changed. And don't you want to be able to say that you reached out and you touched everybody that you knew and told them about these vitamin sprays? Because you don't know who's sitting out there right now suffering in silence, praying for you to come along and offer them an opportunity like this, or to offer them some sprays that can help get them off of some medication. Now, like Pastor Dale said, we're not doctors. We are not making any medical claims, but we are telling you that it is happening. It is truly happening. And I think almost every leader on the line can point to one or two things that have dramatically changed in their health and in their finances by joining this business. One of the things you want to do, too, is you want to help people if they're transitioning from an employee mindset. You know, a lot of people they have a dream, right? And they're living with their dream every single day, but they're stuffing it down, and they're going to work, and they're trying to work that 40-40, but they know that system's broken. You know, they're working really, really hard, but they're not getting paid for it. And so they say, you know what, I'm tired of this. I can't do this anymore. I need freedom in my life. I need more extra income in my life. And they come into this business, they're hot, they're fired, they're ready to go, but they're in that employee mindset where they're used to people telling them what to do, when to take a break, when to use the bathroom, when to go here, when to go there. And they're not used to all the freedom that comes with owning your own business. And so as a sponsor, if you can't help them, it's your responsibility to help connect them with someone who can help them transition out of that employee mind state so that they can learn how to run their own business and reach the goals that they have for themselves. You also want to review the compensation plan and the products. Now, in the beginning, when we first started in this business, we relied heavily on getting into the technicalities, right, Pastor Dale, of the compensation plan and, you know, this and that and that. And then what we found is, hey, simple, like Mel says. The sprays work. Try them, use them, get to people. That's it. Get to and help to. That's the system. That's how you max out the compensation plan. That's how you teach that duplicatable system. We don't have to get into all the technicalities of the compensation plan, which, if you know them, they're actually very significant. It's probably one of the most lucrative compensation plans that I've ever heard of. But really, when someone's just getting started, tell them to keep it simple. Say they're looking for two, and you're going to be there until they find their two people, and you're going to help them get those two people their two people. You also might want to make some contact calls with them. You know, this is a great opportunity as a sponsor to really help develop your partner and help meet them wherever their needs are. There are going to be some people who have more experience in network marketing and some people who don't. So you want to make sure that wherever they're at, that you meet them where they're at. And then schedule their first home tasting parties. Those are the TTPs that you're always hearing us talk about. Get those scheduled in the next 10 days, in the first 10 days. And the reason that you want to do that is because you want people to go out of the gate with a bang. You want them to have a goal. You know, we always leave one call or one event getting prepared for the next event. And so if you sign someone up and you say, okay, good luck, you know, do all this stuff and schedule your TTP and let me know when you're going to do it, they might not do it. So when you're there and you're having this meeting, say, okay, let me look at my schedule and let's make sure that we can coordinate our schedule so I can be there for your TTP and get those on the books. So that way when they're calling people, they have a place where they're going to say to people to go, oh, okay, you know, I'm having a welcome party or TTP this weekend. Please come out. Or I can't make it this weekend. Okay, no problem. I have another one coming up, you know, the following week. So those are the things that you want to do when you're doing your mastermind meeting with your new business partners. Another part of the teamwork is the three-way calls. Three-way calls are so powerful. There's just something very magical about it. And here's the thing that I find so interesting about three-way calls that I absolutely love. It doesn't matter who you put on the line almost. It really doesn't, because they're going to be someone that your prospect doesn't know. Therefore, as long as you edify them, your prospect is going to have a little respect for them. And no matter really what they say, because by the time they get to the three-way they call, they're really almost ready to join. They just need someone to validate that you're not crazy and that you're not getting them into some kind of pyramid scheme or some kind of scam where they got to, give you all this crazy information. And so I've been on three-way calls where, the person, they said something magical, or sometimes they didn't say anything magical, or they didn't say anything that I didn't think that I could have said, or something that I think that I've already said. But for some reason, when they hear that third-party validation, all of a sudden it sparkles and it's like, oh my goodness, this is real. It's just like when someone tells you something, like you see something on Facebook and someone posted and you're like, oh my goodness, is that real? And then all of a sudden you see a couple other people post it. That's that third party validation. You're like, yep, oh my goodness, if all these people are posting it, it's probably real. Now, that's probably not true on Facebook. I'm just giving you kind of an example to bring it down to our level. It's also an opportunity for edification. We don't talk a lot about edification here, but, edification is really just validating someone's credentials, saying something nice about someone. You want to make sure that it's true. You don't want to say something that's not true, but you want to say something that's kind and polite. And as the person who's getting on the line, when you're talking to the prospect, you want to edify that sponsor. You want to make sure that you go back to that business partner and edify them. So it goes both ways. And that way, what it does is two things. One, when the partner is edifying the person who's going to do the three-way call, it makes them an expert. It gives that prospect an opportunity to say, oh, okay, this is an expert in the field. This is someone that I should listen to. When the three-way call person edifies the partner, it now says, oh, okay, I'm working with a great dynamic leader who's doing amazing things in this business. It lets that prospect know, oh, the person that I'm going to be working with is a great person to be working with too. So it does it both ways. So there's just a lot of power in the three-way call. And I think Kevin Vaughn, maybe he'll be able to come on one day and give us another training or photo on the three-way call. There's just a lot of power in that. We want to make sure that we don't discount that. So when you put people through the system, if they're still kind of like, I don't know, they've listened to you, maybe they've jumped in on a call, but they're still kind of on the fence, you want to make sure that you plug them into a three-way call with a sponsor or someone in your lifeline. Home meetings and events. These build belief for you and your team. It gives you an opportunity to network with other leaders, and it helps to recharge your batteries. So I think this one is so important. By socializing with like-minded people, it just does something to your spirit. When you think about it, there's lots of doubters in the world, and you can find anybody, anywhere, at any time who will tell you that anything you're working on is not going to work. So are you hanging out with enough believers? Are you spending enough time with people who believe in these products, who believe in this compensation plan? Or are you spending time with people who have never tried the products and say, oh, that doesn't work? People who have failed in network marketing and say, that doesn't work. I mean, those people are all over the place. And it's really, really unfortunate because network marketing works for people who work it. Like Pastor Dale says, you have an opportunity like the 4th of July to be in an atmosphere where there's lots and lots of people around, or maybe you're getting together with friends and family that you haven't seen in a long time. You're in that atmosphere. Did you open up your mouth and share the products? Did you share your story? Did you tell them what's going on with you? Did you share your passion and your excitement about what you're doing? You want to make sure that you do that. And the way that you build that belief is when you spend more time with people who are about the same things that you're about versus people who are against the same things, against the things that you're about. So the way that you can build belief is you have TTPs, which you can go to thewinwith10.com/calendar and find out where there's going to be one in your local area. You have daily calls that we do. We have the daily calls. They have Spanish calls. They have Tuesday, Thursday calls that are at 5 and 6 p.m. We have monthly jump-off calls. There's so many opportunities for you to connect with people. We also, like I said, have the Facebook pages where people are always doing awesome quotes. You get to see pictures of people in their TTPs. You get to see where some events are going on. And it's also a good opportunity to see who are the leaders, who are the people in 10, and, connect your Facebook with people in 10. You'll see your whole wall start to get filled with people who are just reaffirming that belief in these products, reaffirming that belief in this business, this company, in Mel and Amy. And so you just want to make sure that you keep plugged in. It's so important. And that's another thing. We want to make sure that when we get people into this business, when we sign up a new partner, get them plugged into the call. Say, hey, let's get on the call together. We'll be on the call and we'll three-way in the call. You want to let them know that these calls are important for them. These calls are going to help them build belief, because let's say something happens to you and you can't be there for them for some reason. If they don't feel connected to the company in some way, they might quit too. So, it's not about us. It's about people who are way down the line who are going to be joining this business that we want to teach that duplicatable system to, and make sure that they're getting plugged into somewhere centralized, so that this doesn't become a job. Take advantage, like I always say, take advantage of what Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale and Pat Lowe and Thaddeus and all and Prissy and Memo, take advantage of what they do every single week, so that, of course you want to do it one day too, but take advantage of it while you can and get people plugged into those important calls. And then duplication. It's hard to teach a specific skill set, so we teach a system. That's the whole important thing. We teach a system. I hear people, and people will tell me this, like, how do you get up there and say the things that you say and do the things that you do? And I say, well, I put an outline together, but really I just wing it. It's no big deal. I majored in television, film, and new media production. I love getting in front of people and talking to people. It doesn't bother me not one bit. But I can tell you there's probably somebody on the line who says, I would rather die. That's actually what people say. They would rather die than to speak in public, which to me is just crazy. But to some people, the fear is that real. It's that scary for people. And so you can't teach specific skill sets. And some people are going to come into this business with more experience than other people. But what you can teach is a duplicatable system. And I know I use this example all the time, but I think it just completely highlights the point. When you go to McDonald's, the reason that your order is, for the most part, always correct is because they have everything measured, and there's a system for everything. There's a system on how they do the fries. There's even a system on how they do the drinks. And in fact, if they don't type it into the system correctly, like I always get my drink with no ice, and if they don't say no ice, I'll get ice in my drink. Why? Because they don't even have a person who does it anymore. They type it in the system, and the machine picks up the cup, puts ice in it, puts a drink in it, and all they have to do is take it off and put a lid in it. They don't even have to think about what drink that you ordered, because it's all in the system. Because McDonald's is constantly revising their system, because then it doesn't matter who you put in that system. You can have a teenager who's a straight-A student, you can have a teenager who's a dropout in high school, and it doesn't even matter, because that system, that foundation is always going to be there so that you can just plug anybody in. And that's really what we want to do. It's not that we want to forget who people are. It's not that we want to have nameless people. It's that we want to have something that duplicates, so that when you get down to 50, 100, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 levels deep, that it's not you who's bringing the engine, who's warring the engine. It's the system that's going. And so what's the system? If you're sitting here like, Nikisha, I'm new. What is the system? Here's the system. The system is this. Watch this. Write it down. Get to. Get a left and get a right. That's the system. Get a left and get a right. That's how you get paid. That's how you max out the compensation plan. That's how you do everything that we do in Team Effort Network, is get to. And then your job is to help to. That's why it's a team effort, because you get two people in, and if you just get them in and say, hey, my job is done, go ahead, good luck with yours. Well, I'm sure your sponsor helped you to get your two, so now you have to pay it forward and help them to get their two. And that's where we do this learn, do, teach, and teach to teach action. People are learning. When they're getting their two people in, they're learning the system. And then they're going to go ahead and do the system, because the things that you talked about, they're going to have to go ahead and do. And then once they have their two people after doing it, they're going to teach the system. And then they're going to teach those people to teach the system. So that's what we do. In traditional business, there's no help, because there's only competition. You're not going to find someone else who's going to be like, oh, let me take you. You might find a mentor who will help you. You might find, someone who has a lot of experience in your industry who might help you. But for the most part, there's only competition out there. In network marketing, my success depends on you. I can't be successful as your sponsor unless you are successful as my business partner. And so we are highly, highly motivated to help each other to achieve whatever goal it is in life that we want to achieve. And isn't that so exciting? Isn't it exciting to stop competing with each other and to start helping each other, to be in an industry where I want you to succeed as much as I want to succeed? In fact, I probably might want it more for you than I even want it for myself, because it's so dependent on you succeeding and me understanding your network and being able to reach into your network, because you know people that I don't know. So I'm highly motivated to help you succeed. And if you don't have a sponsor or you don't have a team, this is a great opportunity for you to go out there and really start to connect with people. Get outside your comfort zone. I get people who friend me on Facebook all the time. I have no problem except everybody's friendship if you're intent. Absolutely. And when you do that, now you'll have someone that you can get. I get so many random emails about, I can't find this, or, how do I get into my back office, or do you know anything about this? And I'm just like, sure, no problem. Here you go. If I have it, no big deal. I'll go ahead and give that to you. So make sure that you get outside your comfort zone, and it's your business at the end of the day. So I want everyone, if you're out there and you're saying, I don't have a team, I don't have a sponsor, I don't want you to feel sorry for yourself. Reach out to someone that you've heard, some name that you've heard on here. Go onto Facebook, connect with them there, go into the events, go to the winwith10.com/calendar, go to a TTP party, give them a call and say, hey, I'm coming over, is that okay? And go out there and just connect with people around you so that you can grow your business. Because at the end of the day, I can't want it for you. I can't believe for you. I can't teamwork alone. We all have to do this together. We all have to work together. So I hope that this has blessed somebody today. I hope that if you were feeling alone, that you now feel empowered, that there is a team behind you to help you succeed. And I hope you guys take all of these different points. Make sure that you're meeting with your new business partners, because you really want to make sure that they get introduced to the team family the right way. Make sure that you're using the power of the three-way calls. And if you're saying, well, somebody wants me to do a three-way call, okay, it doesn't matter, because no matter who you do a three-way call with, even if you join the business today and you do a three-way call tomorrow, it doesn't matter. You know more about the business than the person who doesn't know anything about the business. You are well qualified, but if not, reach out to one of the leaders and they'll be more than happy to help you. Make sure that you're having your home meetings, your events, and that you're attending your events. Duplication. Make sure that you are teaching the system. Don't just teach your specific skill set, because not everybody's going to be like you. Make sure that you're teaching the system, and the system is simple. Get to, help to. Get to, help to. And you do that by going out there, contacting, inviting people, following up with people, and getting that decision. It's very simple. Don't make it more complicated than that. All right, Pastor Dale, back to you.
Wow. Green has always given us that, practical ideas, practical suggestions on how to build your business and to build it one step at a time. I like how you say, you don't have to know all this. All you have to do is share the opportunity. Get yourself in the TTP. You got to know about the business that you have. And the way you do that is connecting with people who are in the business, staying connected with these different calls that we have on Monday through Friday in the morning, and on double calls on Tuesday evenings and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Mr. T and Show Me the Money, and Pat Nedlow at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. So stay connected. There's no reason for you not to be connected with your team or with a team. And, get to those TTPs. Those TTPs are very, very vital to your business. Let me tell you, we had a powerful TTP. Mr. Ford had one at one of his partner's house, and we were there on Saturday. And we got to the meeting, did the meeting, had a number of new signups that came into the meeting that night. But one of the things that was said at the meeting was really exciting to me is that, you know what, I've had my TTP. He said, but I want to get to the big TTPs. And our big TTP is our national one that we do here on Thursday nights. And what happens is when people get into that environment and they see, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50 guests in that place, and they see all of these team members, the synergy of that excitement in the room, people look at that, and the presentation is the same. Presentation that I do on Thursday night is the same presentation that I do anytime, anywhere else. But the difference is that you have so many people who are in this business who have testimonies about the product and have testimonies about getting their first check. And when you hear and see the synergy in the room, it just overtakes people. I'm telling you, it's just an amazing thing. On Thursday night we have these big bales, and when somebody new sign up, we say, "Hey y'all," and everybody, and everybody says, "Hey what? Hey y'all, hey what?" We got a new millionaire in the making, and they hit that bell, and that bell starts ringing. And I'm telling you, that it goes pandemonium in that place. So those are the kind of things that people love. They're like, wow. They want to be a part of something that's real. They want to be a part of something that's live. They want to be a part of something that's fun. They want to be a part of a culture that is fun and that is family-oriented and that is changing people's lives. So those meetings are very vital. Let's not forget, we're running a promotion until the 16th. You have an opportunity just by inviting 2 people to the business and helping those 2 people to get their 2 people, you have an opportunity to get $300 extra dollars over and above the regular compensation plan that we have. So if you invite 2 people on the Diamond Pack to be a part of this company and they sign up, the compensation plan pays you $50 per person. But Mel and Amy says, we're going to give you an additional $100 when you do that up until the 16th. Okay, when they invite 2 people, you get a $25 team builder bonus on the people that they invite. Well, that would be $100 that you would make if your 2 invited 2 people to the business. Well, Mel and Amy says when you do that, we're going to give you an additional $200 over and above that. So you have an opportunity to make, $300 above the compensation plus the $450 that you'll make by inviting 2 to be 2. So you have a chance to really make some solid money. Now, this is the thing that you want to really focus on. There's not many times that Mel and Amy give this kind of money away. And so when they do, you want to take full advantage of this opportunity. My dad always told me, if somebody's going to give you 50 cents for saving $1, you better take that deal every single time. Okay? So if Mel and Amy is going to give us $300 for every time we invite 2 people and help them invite 2 people, you want to take advantage of that. And so what I want to suggest to you, this is the best time for you to go 1-star at this company. I don't know when they're going to do this again. They don't typically do this cash giveaway too often. We've been with Mel and Amy now for 3 years now, and only maybe twice that they've done this that I can remember. Okay, so when they're giving away money and giving away cash, you want to absolutely get as much of that cash as you possibly can, and so you want to make sure you do that. So what you want to do is you want to go to 1-star. You just have to make $2,000 in 1 week. And so this is the way you do it. You sponsor 6 people in 1 week before the 16th. So starting out, sponsor 6 people and make sure those 6 people already have their 2 people lined up, already get their 2 people into a TPP on a 3-way call, as Nikisha said. 3-way calls are powerful for our business. Okay, so get your 6 people, already have them ready to bring in their 2 people, okay? When you do that, all you need at that point is for anyone in that cell to bring in 1 additional person. So if you have 2 people that you've done this with and they've gotten 2 people, all you need out of that 6 is 1 person to come into your organization that's going to create a cycle. You need to do that with 3 sales, 2, 4, 6, with your 6 people. So all you have to do is get 6 people to get 2 people, and then each sale get 1 person additional in order to create a cycle. When you do that, you're going to make over $2,100 in that week, and you're going to be a 1-star in this company. So let me tell you, you want to get excited about this because giving away this kind of money is going to help you promote your business, but it's also going to help you qualify for the big dollars and get into the Executive Star program. So we're really excited about all this taking place. Now, I don't know who we're supposed to go to on the call, but I think it's supposed to be Kevin Vaughn. 1-star Kevin Vaughn, are you with us?
Welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me okay, Doc? Can you hear me okay, Dr. Wafer? Nikisha Vaughn, how you doing?
Yes, sir.
All right, good to hear you guys. I know they're excited today, Doc. I know they're excited, Nikisha. Dr. Wafer, Nikisha sounds like Amy more and more every time, man. She trains, I love it. She sounds like Amy. I love it. She be rolling, boy. She be rolling. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all around the world, we are excited for you. And Pastor, And Keisha, we had an awesome TTP in Atlanta on Sunday. We packed the house, and the guy said, hey, we're going to pack it again next week. I tell you, we're starting to pop that popcorn, Dr. Wafer, as you've been predicting there. And we're just excited about what's happening down here in Atlanta. So we can't.
Well, we got some good news. We got some good news for you on this end. On our meeting on Saturday, we had a guy who had 2 new sponsors in Atlanta, Georgia, and so we're gonna be sending them to your meeting. So we'll give you more information on that. But that's the exciting thing when TTPs are going on. And you know somebody in Atlanta, you can send them to One Star Kevin Vaughn's meeting when you know something going on. And there was another guy who was there from New York. He's from Brooklyn, New York. We're going to send him over to the Brooklyn Flatbush area to the TTP that our team up there, Ainsley and Sabrina and Vincent is doing. So you have the opportunity to send people to places where they can be helped and where they can be a part of a team and grow. So, KV, we're bringing them to you, man.
I hear you. Fantastic. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are new on the call for the TTPs around the country, of course, and around the world, but around the country, you go to winwith10.com. I think Nikisha mentioned this earlier, winwith10.com/calendar. Okay, so you'll know exactly. And those are the official posted TTPs. I know there are other TTPs going on, of course, in homes and so forth, but these are the ones that are kind of set up through the corporation, approved by the corporation as well. And so ladies, check that out, Win with 10. Men, check that out, winwith10.com/calendar. So we're so excited about supporting you. And guys, as Nikisha mentioned earlier, and Doc has mentioned earlier, Dr. Wafer has mentioned this next level, ladies and gentlemen. Next level is 1 star for you. And also take advantage of the promotions going on. Mel and Amy Gill are brilliant. They know what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. They've been doing this all across the world, and you want to take advantage of everything that's coming across this wonderful, wonderful company, guys. So get to work, guys. Get to work. We've been on vacation a little while, maybe through the holiday, but get back to it today, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we got some awesome quotes. Y'all ready, Nikisha? Dr. Wafer, y'all ready for some quotes today? Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, the first quote of the day is from, these all 3 are from Rich DeVos. Mr. DeVos was the one of the co-founders of Amway. He says, "It is impossible to win the race unless you venture to run. Impossible to win the victory unless you dare to battle." Woo, I love it. I love that. Hey, the next quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, hope this encourages you along with what Nikisha gave you today. She gave some awesome quotes as well today. Hey, if you have a dream, give it a chance to happen. Woo! I love it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a dream, give it a chance to happen and get to work. Hey, the last quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen, around the world is, "The only thing that stands between a person and what they want in life is the will to try and the faith to believe it's possible." Wow, I love it, guys. Hey, you guys go make a great day today and take it to the next level. Welcome to your future. You are the future. Back to you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, and Nikisha.
Oh, great, Kevin. I love that. If you have a dream, give it a chance to happen. I love it, you know.
Yeah,
don't limit yourself.
No, sir. Never do it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we might have lost Pastor Dale really right now. But
Nikisha? Okay, I hear you.
I think we might have.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
No
well,
problem.
that's good. Well, you gave us some awesome quotes, Mr. Kevin Vaughn, so I don't think we need to say anything else. Everybody go out there and push. Pastor Dale was right. All you need is 6 people, 6 new prospects between now and, July 16th, so you can take advantage of this extra money, hit your 1 star, and start qualifying for all sorts of bonuses, you guys. So you deserve it. You're worth it. Go out there and grab your dream. All right, Kevin Vaughn, let's go ahead and officially end this call.
Everybody go out there and share, and invite. Talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Talk to everybody on the planet out there.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, I know.
And
you know the deal.
Denise would say, you are loved and appreciated.
And you are greatly appreciated. You better believe it.
All right,
have a great day.
Call is officially over. Have a great day.